We hope you enjoy this rebroadcast of Risk On's highest-rated topics for the previous week. Todd and Jason will return next week with their regularly scheduled programming. And now, Risk On.
Hey, it's Todd Ault. This is Risk On. It's episode 69. We are in, I am in Phoenix. What's wrong with me? I'm in Phoenix, Arizona at a board retreat. So we're going to have a shortened Risk On this week because we got a lot going on. Working on the interview with the Naked Brand CEO coming up. But Jason, an interesting day today. The NASDAQ, which I've been talking about, thinking about rolling over, continues to roll over. It was a bloodbath in crypto.
Smashed.
Amongst the smashed blast. I mean, that was terrible today. But we actually had a run today, an MDRR, which is one of our biggest real estate positions. We filed a 13D on MDR not too long ago, and that stock's been lingering. And then today it ripped. Jason, what's going on with you? What did you see today? Hey, Jason, why don't we get right to it and cover the market and where things closed?
Yeah, let's do that. The Dow actually ended up red. It was green all day. It finished down 32, 34,745. The NASDAQ was down 350 points, 13,401. And the S&P was down 44 to 4188. Right now, Bitcoin's crashing, mini crash, 54,250. Ethereum 3750. Now that ratio we've been covering on Risk On for a while. It was 30 to 1 for the longest time. It actually dipped under 14 to 1 Ethereum to Bitcoin ratio. That's pretty amazing.
That's a pretty big change considering that Ethereum was $4,000, I believe, earlier today, was it not?
Yeah, 41.
Wow, what a reversal.
Actually, I'm sorry, Todd, 42.17 to be exact.
And where's it at right now?
37.65, and it's just, wow.
It's a 500-point move. Wow.
Yeah, and Bitcoin is 54.5. It was 59.6 today. Wow.
Wow. That is a big pullback.
So
I saw a bunch of hey, can you go through those numbers really one more time? The Dow closed down what? The S&P and the NASDAQ?
The Dow down 32, the NASDAQ down 350, and the S&P down 44.
Wow.
Yeah.
Big pullback.
And I thought go ahead.
You go ahead. Go ahead, Jason.
I thought gas would have a little bump here with the hack of the Colonial pipeline, but apparently they're bringing it back online now. I thought some gas futures, maybe some oil would kind of jolt upward, but we didn't see that. Oil was actually 64.81 stable, down 9 cents. Pretty interesting, though, that hack took place in Woodbridge, New Jersey. If those of you that aren't familiar with it,
it's a pretty big hack. Why don't we cover that real quick? Because you saw the Biden administration move very quickly to have an emergency change to that. Really fast in what was happening there.
Yeah, I've got it on the I've got it on the screen here. There was somebody that took credit for it. I didn't catch up to that yet, but the owner of the pipeline shuttered by cyber attack aims to restore service by the end of the week. This was published 2 hours ago on CNBC. The situation remains fluid and continues to evolve. Apparently, they did bring some back. Gasoline futures were just slightly higher today, like I said, but yeah, that's scary. Whenever you can take down the power grid or have, something with infrastructure like that, that is not good.
Yeah, and I was looking at how responsible that pipeline was for oil into the U.S. and other things like jet fuel. Very scary that they could hack something like that. Really, really. You think the cybersecurity stocks would do well with that? Yeah. But I guess not.
Apparently, a criminal group known as DarkSide claimed responsibility for the attack. That's what the FBI confirmed. I'm not sure who they are, but I'm sure they're doing a thorough investigation into that. The pipeline is a critical part of the U.S. petroleum infrastructure. Give you a little bit of commentary here. It transports about 2.5 million barrels of gasoline, diesel fuel, heating oil, and jet fuel per day. So there you go. And there's a map of what's going on there, how it comes out of New Jersey. And it feeds the entire southeast region, including Texas there. Interesting.
I'm looking at the reversal in the Dow. I mean, how big of a reversal was that? Because we were down really hard in the Dow. That seems like a pretty big reversal, no?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was plus 200 for most of the day. Let me,
I think I saw plus 300 for most of the day at one point. It was over 300.
yeah, 35,091, you're right. And now 34, yeah, 300, you're right.
It's a very big reversal. I mean, I would actually look at that and think to myself, yeah, you were over 30 on the diamonds. You were over 350, and that thing, wow, that is a big reversal.
For sure.
We had obviously a move in MDRR, as we talked about. But what I'm seeing is Clean Spark and Mara and SOS and Riot, Triple Qs. I'm seeing Bloodbaths across the table there. Anything else in the NASDAQ you're seeing that was pretty ugly?
I mean, I was mainly looking at like SOS and Clean Spark, Mara, Riot. They were all just getting pounded. Some of the energy tickers that we have, like URG, was actually up on the day. I don't know if it held much. I'm looking at UWMC, which is a direct competitor of Rocket Mortgage. Apparently, their earnings just came out, and they have a 300 million share repurchase program. That's per the chat. Now, I haven't confirmed that. So it looks like it's up after hours about 3.5%.
But let me give everyone a quick update. We're working on the time for tomorrow. We'll let you know what's going on with the interview with the Naked Brand CEO. For those of you who watch this on or listen to us on KEIB 1150 Los Angeles and Orange County over the weekend, we appreciate it. Shows on at 1 o'clock on the iHeartRadio app. You can also get that. It's on the Patriot Network. That was a good episode. You can check us out on YouTube on Risk On, or go to Toddalt.com. You can check us out there too. Also, we appreciate it. We're finally sending out a lot of merch.
Yeah.
Skyla, what's going on with that? I think merch is going out the door right now, right?
Yeah, actually, Randy sent it out on Friday, so it should be getting there soon. And
go ahead, Tyler. Go ahead.
Where are we gonna put the information on when the interview with the CEO is? Because if we're not gonna find out till later today, where are we gonna put that for the viewers to be notified?
So, hey, if you follow me on Twitter, that's Todd Ault, and then 3 eyes for Todd Ault the Third. You'll see my chubby face on there. You see me on Twitter. I got an important announcement later today. We're going to be talking about an IPO coming up. I'm pretty excited about what's going on here. My commentary on the market a little bit, if anyone cares. We're going to continue to sell off here.
Yeah.
Or go sideways. Still a ton of liquidity in the market. There's going to be opportunities to pick up stuff cheap. Clearly, Jason, I don't know how you feel, but I think they're trying to flush some people out.
All right, there goes Todd Ault, Executive Chairman, Ault Global. He's got some business to attend to. Hey, real quick, I did want to bring something up that's not stock related. Tim Tebow, some of you love him, some of you hate him. Tim Tebow just signed a 1-year contract with the Jacksonville Jaguars to play tight end position, not quarterback. No. They got the young kid from Clemson for that, Trevor Lawrence. Tim Tebow, though, trying to make the squad as a tight end, maybe catching some passes from Trevor Lawrence. All right, so the year-to-date on SOS, they're actually up 148% still. But actually, the 5-day chart down about 10%. Okay, that's good on the chart. The reason I wanted to cover SOS is because they have just recently deployed even more Ethereum miners. If I had to guess, this is pure speculation. They're probably the A10 InnoSilicon, 500 megahertz or 750 megahertz style. And for those particular ASICs miners, depending on the utility cost, the break-even point for those to recoup your initial investment is around 6 to 8 months. Now, this is all speculation. This is all contingent upon SOS's utility costs, SOS's cost to procure the equipment. So this is all speculation. But down here in the $3.50 range, 500 million market cap, if I had to guess, I'm not looking at the stock right now. This could be an opportunity for a reversal buy here. I'm going to just bear with me 1 second. I'm going to use my phone to dig a little deeper into the chart. Solid red candles the last 4 days. Inverted hammer from looks like Wednesday, May 5th. Today's volume 17 million, average 30-day, average 3-month volume 70 million shares. SOS is highly volatile. It was highly scrutinized by Hindenburg. So yeah, I'm keeping my eye on SOS. Full disclosure, we do have a pretty large position in this stock, and we are looking forward to Q2 earnings report where they get to announce the yield that they have from mining all these Ethereum. And of course, with Ethereum going to the moon above 4,000, now retracing into the mid 3,000s, it should be very interesting to see what happens. So yeah, that's my coverage on SOS. I'm not recommending the stock, but I just wanted to cover that to bring it to people's attention. You, of course, make your own decisions, do your own due diligence. Clean Sparky today took a beating, 16% down. Let's take a look at the volume on Sparky. Now, Sparky has the data center outside of Atlanta near the Hartsfield Airport. Today's volume, 3.28 million, slightly above the average. It actually was the loss leader as far as crypto tickers go. And they, of course, reported great earnings, great guidance from Zach Bradford, the CEO. There's really no reason for this, in my opinion, unless there's something I don't know about. There's really no reason not to consider this an opportunity to buy the dip, if you will. Again, I'm not recommending it. But Sparky has a solar solution. Sparky has microgrids. For those of you who don't know what microgrids are, they actually, with energy storage systems, they're actually deploying these, and they're using these to supplement their utility costs in their mining. And they're probably looking to do this with other miners and other places throughout the world where they can provide these microgrids and kind of subsidize the cost for utilities. And, it's pretty, they're very conscientious of the carbon footprint and the utility costs and the overall negative impact that crypto mining could have on the environment. So they have this energy storage system, the microgrids, along with the solar solutions. They're trying to be the lowest cost utility crypto miner in the world, and they're trying to be the lowest carbon footprint miner in the world. They've talked about this. So Clean Spark, good for you. Keep an eye on it. And that's about all I have now for the mining stocks. Dogecoin 45 cents as we're about ready to wrap up the show, the abbreviated 30-minute show. 45 cents on Doge. I mean, if you think about it, though, if you look at the year-to-date, I mean, it's just a massive moonshot. I mean, I remember when this thing was fractional pennies like Tron, and now it's 45 cents. Let's see what happens. Will it consolidate in the 40s? Will it dip back into the 30s? Will it make a run at the dollar? We're not sure. Nobody really knows. So it could be that Elon was, penny watchful. Elon was the first one to sell. You know what? That's a good point. Hey, everyone. Skyla, you got anything else? We got about 30 seconds left. I want to wrap it up.
No, I hope everyone has a good week. The weekend was crazy. I ended up taking 9.5 hours to get from LA to Vegas, which was supposed to be a 4.5-hour drive. There was a semi truck that caught on fire on the freeway before Prim.
Ooh.
It was insane, but finally got home and now back in Arizona. So just a lot of traveling.
Hey, everyone. Thank you. This has been Risk On. We will catch you tomorrow at noon for the sports show, and then again at 1:05, Risk On. Thank you for coming and showing up and supporting us. Thank you.
Hey, it's Todd Ault. It's May 11th. This is the 70th episode of Risk On. Welcome those people all over the place. Got over 200 people on. We're going to be talking about the Naked Brand CEO today, an update on what's going on there. Jason, I don't know about you, dude, but I woke up at 1 o'clock today to an insane market. I was short the diamonds. I was short the S&P. I got long. It's not believable how I traded last night. It's a miracle we made money trading.
It seems like a lot of people are just going into these boring tickers. Like, we've been in a couple boring ones like FCX, Ho-Hum. I know Kramer was talking about it. I mean, I think we're due for a correction. I mean, look at all the monetary policy. Liquidity is still there, though. I see the tech stocks had a nice day, actually, from yesterday's. Recovery from yesterday was pretty good. What's baffling me is the disconnect between the price of crypto, Ethereum and Bitcoin, and then the associated tickers that directly mine the coins. you need to diversify, in my opinion. Get yourself Robinhood, or get yourself Webull, get yourself IB. Allow yourself the opportunity to have more chances to win. You are hamstrung with Robinhood. You're sitting there with Robinhood Gold. You can't even start your engines till 9 a.m. I mean, half the market's over. There's so many opportunities up to 9 a.m. I don't know why you would allow yourself to be shortchanged by a broker.
Skyla, sorry you're blazing out there heat-wise. Everybody, I'm going to...
my word and jump in the pool because we got 121 likes.
Oh.
All right, so wait a second. Hold on a second. So let me change the aperture of the photo. How am I going to do that? Hold on a second here.
Hey, Skyla, they want to know if they get 200 likes in the near future that you'll buy a Naked Army bathing suit and wear it.
Oh, she'll do it. I can tell you that. I know her.
I'll do it.
Okay.
Let's go, Skyla. Hold on. I'm headed over here. Skyla, do you have anything underneath that you can just
no,
what are you
I'm
wearing,
going
dear?
And then I'm just going to put a towel on, drive back to the hotel, change, and come back.
You're crazy. Okay, hold on a
It's
second.
about risk, is it not?
Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me make sure I got this. Is the broadcast okay, everybody? Can you see it?
Yeah, it's good.
All right.
Okay, Skyla. All right, let's go.
No way.
There you go, Skyla. You're crazy.
Love it.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, I'll see you guys later. Appreciate it, everybody. Skyla, you are crazy. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yep.
Let's see here.
We did it.
Yeah, she did it. Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Push the applause button. Okay, everybody. We'll
It's
see you
not
tomorrow.
working.
Jason, you'll bring it home, cover some stocks. See you guys later. You guys take care. Bye-bye.
All right, there goes crazy Skyla. Todd's going back to work. Hey, I wanted to talk about, I see Tully making some bearish comments in the chat here. Tully West, you just have to bear with us. I mean, this guy's in Australia. He's running a huge company. Todd took the chance to contact him and reach out. He's agreed to talk with everyone. You just can't snap your fingers. I mean, these guys are running, billion-dollar companies. In Naked's case, they've got all this cash on hand. They're getting ready to do something, in my opinion, that's going to benefit the shareholders. It's a $250 million market cap company, no big deal. I don't know many people that are running $250 million market cap companies that agree to come on some random, just starting risk on daily show. I mean, perhaps maybe he would go on Kramer or something, but just bear with us a little bit. Be patient. We just talked about this thing less than 2 weeks ago. We're going to make it happen. I mean, Papa Gorilla, he's a great cook in Reading, Pennsylvania. I said, hey, Papa, why don't you cook us some food and we'll have it sent down to us. We made that happen in like 2 days. Just bear with us, okay? We're going to do what's best for the program, for Naked, for the CEO, for you guys. Just hang in there, okay? We're going to make it happen. URG, UR Energy, this is a uranium play. In my opinion, it's a good opportunity for an entry here at $1.36. Just had some recent upgrades, targets of $2 and $2.10. I know Wainwright put a new target on it. They just got permitting for an additional, basically double the size of their footprint for uranium mining. This is a ticker to look out for. So just a suggestion to look at. Do your own homework. I'm not telling you to buy the stock, but this is one that I have in the pipeline. We are long UR Energy, full disclosure. We are long at about $1.40 as an average, about 200,000 shares. Here's another one that I really like, CleanSpark, CLSK. They came out and provided a great earnings report. They also came out and informed the public that they have a substantial amount of miners that are coming on board in June. They're going to eventually be the lowest cost miner in the world. They have microgrid solutions and solar with energy storage systems that enables them to subsidize the cost of their utilities. They have all the greatest miners right now. They have the Bitmain S19Js, S19 Pros, 100 terahash and 110 terahash respectively. This is a well-run company. They've got a data center in the southeast outside of Atlanta. Keep an eye on CleanSpark. It was way, way down today, under 14 for some time. And as you know, Todd and he actually took it upon himself to swing trade this. We have been in and out of this stock quite a few times with great success. So Sparky, as I like to refer to it, is a nice swing trade possibility. Again, do your own research. Just not a recommendation, but just letting you know what we're doing and what we're thinking. So it looks like some 30 GOP lawmakers have urged Biden to override the denial of the veterans motorcycle rally. I mean, I don't know why you would turn this down. I mean, all these guys and gals serve the country. It's just a bad look, bad optics for this administration. So come on, man. Come on, Biden. Do the right thing. Let these guys ride through the city. I mean, they protected and served our country. They served the military. I think it's a no-brainer. I don't know why they would deny that unless there's something that I don't know about. So that's what's going on there. The Kentucky Derby, obviously, I don't know if you guys heard, but Medina Spirit actually tested positive for an illegal substance. I guess now they're allowing the horse to enter the Preakness after the positive drug test. Apparently, the trainer said that he did a 180 and he may have used an illegal substance, a topical ointment on the horse that he didn't know that was illegal. So there's still ongoing situation there, but I guess they're going to let the horse proceed and he'll be in the Preakness. I guess crime doesn't pay sometimes. Nick, real quick. The Ex-UAW union president sentenced to 21 months in prison in a union corruption scheme. Go figure, the union president was sentenced to 21 months in prison for stealing union funds and embezzling hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know, greed is a bad thing, and this gentleman was caught. It looks like he's going to serve some time. You see that a lot in some of these organizations where the tops of the organizations only benefit and the trickle-down economics, if you will, don't go down to the actually, in this case, the union members. I mean, when you're taking $1.5 million in funds and funding your lavish trips for golfing, luxurious penthouses, all kinds of alcohol, and partaking in all these things, which are all not supposed to happen with the union dues, you know, that's a crime. So it's good to see that justice was served in this case, and he'll have 21 months to think about it, this Dennis Williams. Hey, folks, listen, I'm on my own. We're going to wrap this up. I appreciate you stopping by. We're going to have the interview with the Naked CEO. Bear with us. We will give you prior notice. We will have the questions from you guys, the viewers. Thank you, Naked Army. Thank you, everyone else that's tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow on Risk On Sports.
Hey, it's Todd Ault. This is Risk On. It is, what is today? The 12th? Is it today the 12th, Jason?
12th.
Yes.
The 12th is the 71st episode of Risk On. Yesterday, we got to watch Skyla jump in the pool. Today, she's going to do it. No, she's not doing it. I was going to joke around here. Actually, she's not doing it today, but she did do it yesterday. What, Jason, my man, the 71st episode happens to be the bloodiest drawdown day we've had. Some individual stocks down pretty hard. POWW down pretty hard. SSNT down. Not big, but we got big positions in them. I'm not actually really worried about this, but I have been worried and been telling the market, telling people on this show for a while. I was worried about May and June. I was worried about inflation not being transitory. And today, wow, was it a wallop. Pretty much just a sell-off, Jason. What are your thoughts on the sell-off?
Yeah, I was a little worried about Chara. They got earnings now any minute. I had a feeling they're going to miss that one pretty big. But you know what? Everything sold off today. The only thing we could find some gains in were some random biotech here or there. And the most part, it was SQQs for the win. That's the only place for green.
What's going on in Israel? Last night, rockets flying. What's happening over there?
Hamas launching some rockets into Jerusalem. We didn't see a whole lot of that over the past 4 years. In fact, we didn't see any wars in the past 4 years. All of a sudden, we've got Middle East conflict. I'm not a fan.
Yeah, there wasn't any wars for the last 4 years when Trump was the president. Seems like things are flaring up again here.
Yeah, I mean, Orange Man stepped into North Korea and said, hey, what's up, Kim Jong-un? Hey, okay, no war? Sounds good to me. Hey, take care, man. I'll talk to you later.
Do you have any specifics on what's happening in Israel now, what's happening in the Middle East?
Dude, there's there's Arabs fighting Israelis in Israel. Like, there's cities that are just being, like, civil war in Israel. You've got rockets launching from Gaza into Israel. The Iron Dome can only block so many. I don't know. It's just chaos over there. I don't have any boots on the ground. We know somebody that does, though. Maybe we can talk to him.
Gasoline prices were nearly $4.91 a gallon here.
Are you serious? Wow.
Oh yeah, this is big numbers down here.
In North Carolina, you can't even get gas. I've got pictures of people. Nick, go to the screen. People are putting gasoline in trash bags in the back of their trunks. What is going on here?
I think because of the Colonial pipeline, you got shortages here, and it's interestingly enough, I saw a conspiracy theory last night. I wanted to run by you, and that is, if you look at Norfolk Sutherland, I never say it right. Is it Burlington Northern or whatever? The one that Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway owns. Mm-hmm. They do a lot of rail delivery for oil, right?
Yeah.
Interestingly enough, the Keystone Pipeline would dramatically reduce the amount of deliveries by train, and yet Berkshire Hathaway benefits from that happening, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, the environmentalists won the war, I guess. I mean, they won the White House. They have a super majority, and you're seeing their policies being enacted, and we're seeing a lot of things happen quickly. He's been in office, what, 4 months, maybe? January 21st?
No, but I wonder, Jason, I thought you of all people would know this. With Colonial shutting down and having problems, gasoline shortages happen so fast.
Well, I mean, we were energy independent, but now policies are in place to have more Middle Eastern oil take part in our subsidies for our usage. I don't know anything about the railway. I have no idea. I just know the policy is no more federal permits for oil drilling. Everything's bad.
But Jason, I'm not going to let up off this with you. You're a smart guy. You're the guy I go to on this stuff. Colonial only.
Yeah, you're breaking up.
Down a few days ago.
I don't know. I'd have to follow the ingredients there to confirm that type of conspiracy theory and make it a conspiracy realist actual happening.
Well, I'm not talking about the Buffett conspiracy theory. I'm talking about how could Colonial shut down and deliveries slow down so quickly? Are we kind of a just-in-time economy when it comes to oil and gas down there? Did we run out really in days if a terrorist gets a hold of that pipeline?
No, that's not what happens. It's all futures. It's reactive. I mean, the supply chain's actually, gridlocked, but it's going to be the fear, and then the prices are going to skyrocket based on what could happen. And that's where there's an overreaction initially. But you'll see people that are driving the demand up because of panic. And then like this lady here, Nick, go to the screen. This lady's did she double bag at least? This lady's got gasoline in a Kroger bag. What in the hell's going on around here? She's going to put it in her trunk, dude. Yeah, go ahead, lady. That's real smart. Now you got a car bomb. Anyway, just wanted to show that. It's ridiculous. And full disclosure, if I seem a little irritated today, I am very irritated right now. I'm very irritated at this administration. I'm very irritated at these so-called know-it-alls and power-hungry people in Capitol Hill. They're destroying this country, in my opinion. I'm very irritated. I look at the U.S. debt clock. I see $28 trillion. I see the policies in place that are going on, geopolitical stuff. I see a lot of misinformation about the vaccinations and the COVID-19. But I did see some good news today about MGM Resorts International. They will be 100% occupied. We will be able to have full capacity at MGM, and they will not have social distancing, which could possibly mean, Todd, that you and I could actually play a game of poker or have a little blackjack fun without those stupid plexiglass shields preventing us from having a little social discourse and enjoying a beverage together. Kudos to MGM about that. But yeah, I'm very irritated right now. So if it's coming across on air about this situation, I am apologizing, but somebody needs to stand up for an everyday person in America. And I'm trying to get some information out that, would help people that aren't really paying attention. And when I see people filling up gasoline in plastic bags and putting it in the trunk, I have a little concern for humanity. But yeah, so I apologize, everyone.
Skyla, what do you think of the merch?
I liked it. We got some in today. Fabric is nice. I mean, I'm excited to wear it. I'm obviously not wearing it right now, but I'm excited. And then it looks like Richard Ritter got his merch as well, so that's great.
Hey, Richard Ritter's a big supporter of the program. We got to send him more merch. We're so grateful to Richard and all the support he provides to us. I'm a CEO of a public company. I'm the executive chairman. I tend to go on programs and answer questions. Not used to the format that he would like, but hey, we're going to entertain that and send him the questions ahead of time. We look forward to that. And Jason, anything before I go, my friend?
No, man, I'm looking forward to you coming back here. It's just, it's not the same without you in the studio and being able to talk to next to each other and enjoy the banter and camaraderie. So, yeah, get back safe.
I'll be back tomorrow after the program. We'll be back live Friday together. Tomorrow will be the last time we'll be doing this remote. And then coming up later in the month, we're going to be at Indy. Hopefully you guys are going to be able to check it out. If you're there at Indy, come see me. If you're a Risk On fan, I'll have a Risk On shirts out there.
Hey, a couple things before we get off the air. Tomorrow will be a very important day to determine whether or not this market will stay bloody red, like really red. Jobless claims are tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. The consensus is 475,000 new jobless claims to be filed. Let's keep an eye on that. If it comes in between 450 and 500, we should be okay. If it comes in over 500, that's probably going to be another sell-off. It's a jobless claims and PPI, and then also Thomas Barkin speaks from the Fed, and a couple of other chairs speak later on this afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, Bullard and Waller speak also. I'm sure they're going to be talking about inflation, monetary policy, and how they can never raise rates again, it seems like. I mean, this is just, they've backed themselves into a huge corner. It's very disheartening. We have to stay positive. But let me stay negative for one more second. Nick, go to the screen. usdebtclock.org. I don't know if anyone's ever seen this. usdebtclock.org. Here's all your nutrients that you can find in a real-time manner, including the U.S. national debt, currently circulating at 28 trillion. 278 billion, 316 million, 300 and call it 450,000. It's so fluid. Look at it go. If you have a child in the United States currently, when they come out at birth, they will be in debt $84,885, right, for each child. No big deal, right? You know, the kids will always pay for it. I mean, how worse can it get as far as the debt goes? So I just want to cover that, usdebtclock.org. Ooh, that looks good in the background. So there you have it. A couple of things. Let's talk about Naked real quick. 50 cents today. I wanted to just cover this because the key 0.468 is the 200-day moving average. It actually did hold in pretty well today. Down 7% roughly, counting the after hours. This is what I wanted to cover. Super low volume. 33 million shares traded. I don't recall a lower volume day in the last month and a half. Traded just below 50 briefly today, then came back and grabbed 50 again. Let's see what happens tomorrow. We will be having the CEO on soon. Bear with us with that. We'll have all the questions that you guys provided. So let's see if it can hold that 200-day, and if it gets to the 200-day, if it bounces off that strongly. I imagine there'll be an appetite for buyers down there. I couldn't imagine why they wouldn't, in my opinion, with all that cash on hand. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. So Naked Brand, thanks to the Naked Army for showing up today. With Ethereum closing the gap on Bitcoin, the ratio is 13.5 to 1 now. 13.5 Ethereum equal 1 Bitcoin. And SOS having as far as I know, the largest footprint of Ethereum miners, the ASICs InnoSilicons. If I had to guess, I would say they are deploying the ASICs InnoSilicons, the 500 megahertz, 750 megahertz. And if you want to get an idea of what those are, let me give you a little bit. Let me give you a little source here. ASICsminervalue.com. Nick, take a look. Okay. If you look up top, hey, look at that. InnoSilicon A10 Pros, 750 megahertz. Actually, one of the most profitable miners in the world. The profitability screen here on the right-hand side is the amount of profit per day. One more time, Nick. If you go to the bottom, I'm going to show you guys. You would have to put in the energy cost right here, the kilowatt per hours. So SOS would probably be a lot less than 12 cents. I don't know exactly what their utility cost is, but let's say it's 5 cents as an example here, and we'll apply that. I don't know what their utility cost is. We're just using that. Obviously, Riot and Mara are around the 2 and 3 cent cost. But the miners, each miner, $166 per day given the current difficulty and the price of Ethereum. I mean, that's a solid yield. The InnoSilicons are really awesome miners. As you can see, they hold the top 3 of 4 positions. And then you got the Bitmain, the Z miner. But you really don't get down to any of the profitable Bitcoin. Bitmain miners are, down near the middle. So, and I want to thank everyone for bearing with me today. I was a little irritated. Obviously, it came across through my tone and my voice. And we'll try to cheer up a little bit tomorrow. Hey, thanks a lot, everyone, for following us on Risk On. We really appreciate it. The Naked Army, hang in there. We will deliver. We are going to keep our word and deliver the CEO for a candid interview. And I think that's it for Brett, Nick, Todd, Skyla, Crypto Joe, the whole team. Thanks a lot for showing up and supporting us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.
Hey, it's Todd Ault, and this is Risk On. It's the 73rd episode of what may be the greatest show ever about risk. Jason's in the house, holding down the fort back in Vegas. I got Skyla with me. We're in Arizona, deep in Arizona, Mesa, Arizona today, headed back to Vegas.
This road show has been a little bit frustrating because we're not able to at least communicate as much as we usually do. However, I noticed that you've been crushing it and doing what you can in order to hedge in this very volatile market. Let's get into the indicators. The Dow Jones Industrial today finished up 433, so it kind of snatched back some of that 1,200 it lost the previous 2 days. 34,021. NASDAQ, tech stocks, and et al. Were up 93 points, 13,124, and the S&P was up 50 at 4,112. We're going to talk about Bitcoin and Ethereum a lot, but let me give you some numbers. At the time we went on air, Bitcoin was 49.1. Ethereum was 3,700, still around a 13.25 to 1 ratio, 13 and a quarter Ethereum to equal 1 Bitcoin. Crude oil was down today, 63.77, down $2.32. That's interesting considering the pipeline debacle and the rockets flying in Israel and Gaza. That's interesting. Gold was up $4 only to $1,826. As long as it holds $1,800, that should be a bullish trend line for gold. Silver, $27.19, down 6 cents. Copper, strong as usual, off 4 pennies to $4.70, but still at all-time high levels. Todd, what do you got?
What a disappointment, Elon Musk. You have disappointed me in a biblical way. I think you've disappointed your fans, your supporters. I think, Elon Musk, your ego has got the best of you. What you've done to the Bitcoin community is shameful. And it's one of the rare times that I am absolutely against what Elon Musk has done. Really making a mockery of Dogecoin and a mockery of the system in cryptocurrency, in my opinion. And I don't think I could be harsh enough of what a mockery he has made. Listen, there's no one smarter than this guy. Brilliant guy. SpaceX, PayPal, Solar City, Tesla. Not going to take that away from you. But what you did yesterday was a travesty. And you're a coward, Elon Musk. In my opinion, you became a coward the moment you kowtowed to the environmental community over something you knew, Elon Musk. You knew the crypto mined. You knew the cost of the environment, and you backed down and you cowered to that community. And for me, I think it's disgusting. And it doesn't take away from how brilliant you are and how much I admire you. And we all make mistakes. I've made a lot of them, but this is a cluster on your part for what you've done to the Bitcoin community. And really, I don't know what people think, but I'm just speaking my mind out there. Hey, real quickly, Jason, real quickly, want to let everyone know we got to get the questions in by this evening for tomorrow morning for the CEO of Naked Brands. And he is confirming to me that it looks like Monday will be the day we do the show. We're targeting Monday, the day to do the show and the interview with the CEO of Naked Brands. So stay tuned for that. I'm pretty damn excited about that.
Okay, in case the people weren't hearing us here, Monday looks strongly that we are going to interview the CEO of Naked Brands. I do have the questions that were submitted to me from the Naked Army. They are in our producer's hands. So, yeah, looking forward to that. Bitcoin defeats, or Bitcoin doesn't reap, or whatever you want to say. He crashes it. He does this to Dogecoin in the reverse effect. Dogecoin goes hyperbolic. I mean, this is just, like you said, this is like a fiasco here. So, yeah, there's the chart. There's where we at, and now we're at sub 50 Bitcoin. Go ahead, Todd.
His charging stations are generally powered by fossil fuel. Tesla's own charging stations are connected into the grid. If you look at the Michael Saylor's comments after on Twitter, ironic because no incremental energy is used in Bitcoin transactions. The energy is used to secure the crypto network, asset network, and the network impact on fossil fuel consumption over time will be negative, all things considered.
Right.
I literally think that now he gets to use his quirkiness and Asperger's to do something ass backwards like this. I can't imagine that he thinks that this is logical.
I hate to interrupt you, but 3 minutes ago, Nick, he tweets, "It is high time there was a carbon tax." He doubles down, Todd. He doubles down. Carbon tax. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I saw it. I saw the tweet.
Yeah.
Just 3 minutes ago, high time there's a carbon tax. Yeah, whatever. The guy literally is he's talking his own book now.
Yeah. What
he's doing is, for those of you who thought he had your back and you had his back, this is a reversal and actually a scam. It's a scam. He didn't know that Bitcoin. Just try to be logical here.
Right.
Elon Musk didn't know that crypto miners used fossil fuels when he bought Bitcoin. He's enlightened now. Suddenly he knows what's happening. It's a total scam. He's went to the dark side with this nonsense.
Yes.
I think there's another angle here, and I think it's a travesty. And quite honestly, it's a travesty because he gets away with it because he's the richest man in the world, or one of the richest men in the world. And trust me, I admire the guy big time. Love the guy, absolutely. And I admire the guy. And I'm not trying to bash him personally, but in this case, and there are times where people can bash me personally. We can be friends, but you could not agree with something I do. This is a joke. It's a puke up. It's disgusting. And you're a coward.
Yeah.
You're kowtowing. You know you are. You're kowtowing to people.
He's got a case of the wokeitis, in my opinion.
Exactly.
If you want to play into this and you want to think like a smart trader, smart investor, allow me just a couple minutes to make the case for you to play into this scenario. Let me make the case for CleanSpark, CLSK, if you don't mind. Nick, to your screen, please. CleanSpark acquires an additional S19 Pro Bitcoins. These are the, by the way, 110 terahash, the S19s, and there's 2,400 they just bought. They are upgrading their existing equipment, probably S9s or what have you, and now they are working towards carbon neutral Bitcoin mining. Yes, I said it, carbon neutral Bitcoin mining. And what do I mean by that? Well, currently they're at 2 cents per kilowatt hour, and they're actually with their energy mix of traditional utilities, microgrid energy solutions, and solar. They claim they have an energy mix that is 95% carbon free, and they're also with the upgrade of the S19 Pro 110 terahash equipment. They will reduce their usage of utilities by 1 megawatt. And they will also be increasing their output to 400 plus petahash. CleanSpark CLSK, they actually have their mining facility in Atlanta, outside of Atlanta near the Hartsfield Airport. Allow me the case to think about this as a possible investment. I'm not recommending it, but CLSK has been beaten up recently along with the other crypto tickers, Riot, Mara, SOS, and some of the others. CleanSpark is trying to get carbon neutral, folks. They're playing right into the hands of what Elon is talking about. Why wouldn't you go with the trend here? Why won't CleanSpark have, as the investors get more educated on what they're trying to accomplish, why wouldn't CleanSpark benefit from this and their investment into clean and almost carbon neutral Bitcoin mining? Just wanted to bring that to people's attention. Thank you very much.
Because I'm not on the screen, but I think it's very, very important to remind everyone that we own CleanSpark. We are long CleanSpark. We bought more today. I don't want to mislead people. We are talking our own book. We are long the security. We own CleanSpark. I believe we own 10,000 shares. So we need to always make sure that they know that.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. In fact, if you look at, I've got the chart up here. CleanSpark, $14 after hours. They just recently had a nice earnings report. They do have a diversified business. Like I said, they do have the microgrid solutions, and they also acquired a solar company. So the energy storage systems they're also using to subsidize their cost for utilities and mining the cryptocurrency. Just an interesting idea. Again, I'm not recommending it. We do own it. We're long the stock. You know, we've been in and out of this stock several times because we tell you about it when we do it. We're fully.
We actually just bought it back yesterday after the close, and bought a little bit more today and after the close too. So we're long that. Believe it or not, we've not. I don't know that we've really ever lost money in CleanSpark. Maybe a little bit on a trade here or there. What Willie did get hit is Canon. This thing we bought today in the $8 and some change range.
Yes.
This thing has gotten obliterated. The crypto miner obliterated.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 10-minute crypto Bitcoin level 2 time and sales. It's really in my opinion, it should reclaim 50,000 by the time I eat dinner. That's just my opinion. I mean, it's just a really tough backhanded slap by someone that you thought was your friend as far as friends go in the crypto industry. This guy comes out, has massive influence, 50 million plus Twitter users. You know, when he blasts the Bitcoin situation with the environment, of course it's going to tank. Just like when he says stuff about Dogecoin in a positive light, of course it's going to go up. When Mark Cuban says, "Hey, we're going to take Dogecoin, you can buy Dallas Mavericks gear and tickets," of course that's bullish sentiment. That's bullish statement. So yeah, we have to be aware that what people do on social media with a large footprint can affect stocks, can affect crypto, it can affect everything, and ultimately can affect your wallet.
But I saw Naked Brands trading higher, and it looked like to me, I couldn't get a good quote when I was on the road over here, but it looked like to me it was almost back to 60. Was there any news on Naked Brands today? What happened with the stock day? It did look like it was up to me, but I thought I was doing a double take a few times. What happened today?
Naked, actually Naked closed at 60, and it retreated a little bit to 57 here after hours. Volume was 4 times that of yesterday. Yesterday was really low volume, 30-ish million shares. Today, 125 million shares. Todd, most of the meme stocks today were ripping, and Naked is considered a meme stock. And while I have the Naked Army here, I want to thank Buddy B for the $4.99 super chat, and of course Papa Gorilla. You're always here. We really appreciate the super chat, $4.99. Thank you very much. It looked like all the memes were ripping today. AMC, GME, even Koss, the headset maker, they were all up significant today.
Skyla has agreed to wear and model a Naked brand bikini, which is exciting.
Oh, we said bikini. I thought it was just going to be a bathing suit.
What's the difference?
A bathing suit would be a one piece. I would like to be modest. The point of this is not to show off my body. It's to support.
At 20 years old, Skyla, and being a neutral party here because I am married to your aunt, I think everyone's okay with your body. You don't need to worry about it.
Oh, no, I think everyone's okay with it. But I would like to support the Naked Army, not support them seeing my body.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Roland, we'll have to have a talk with your boyfriend, see what we can get negotiated here. Just kidding.
I will rock a Naked brand bikini if Roland can rock a Naked brand Speedo. Both of us together.
Yeah. The challenge is on, big boy. When you can do that on Instagram, let's see what you can do in front of everyone.
Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
You know what? He'll have to walk around with a Naked brand Speedo right on his ass too. That'll be awesome.
The reason I'm focusing on SOS is they recently received some approvals regarding some financial licenses from the U.S. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, and also FinTrack, which was Department of the Treasury and Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Center. They received those approvals so they can actually do some financial transactions internationally, along with money orders, stuff like that, currency, digital business. So the main reason is that adds legitimacy to SOS. Obviously, it was attacked by Hindenburg, a couple months ago. And also, SOS has really invested in Ethereum mining. So I'm not going to recommend SOS, but we are long SOS. It's something to consider. You can do your own due diligence. But this ticker seems to differentiate itself from other crypto mining tickers simply because they are investing and harvesting a nice footprint in Ethereum mining. And Ethereum has remained strong. And with the difficulty and the current mining apparatus, as ASICs miners, most of the time the payback, considering if you have reasonable utility costs, 5 cent kilowatt per hour or lower, most of the time with the Silicon miners, the payback to the company for their investment is as little as 6 months, no more than 8 months. Whereas with Bitcoin mining, with the Bitmain and the Cannon Avalon ASICs miners, the payback for the company, for example, Mara, Riot, Ebon, is generally going to be 10 to 12 months. So the break-even point is a lot less, I guess is my point with Ethereum mining. And SOS has taken advantage of that. They actually they've raised capital recently. They've returned that capital into their business. I like SOS. We are long. Doesn't mean you have to be long, but that's just another idea in the crypto community as far as looking for a position to swing trade or to go long and hold. The mayor of New York actually treats its citizens like toddlers, offering them burgers and fries if they get vaccinated. I mean, that's just, I don't know what you guys think about that. I just thought that, I saw that headline, thought it was a little bit crazy. This I found to be really crazy. Breaking, President Joe Biden resumes construction of the border wall. I thought, wait a minute, is this real? Can this be real? And then I started reading it and I thought,
you are fake news. You are fake news.
It's not fake news. There's a 13-mile stretch on the Rio Grande. Apparently, he's going to finish it off. Yeah, that was quite interesting. Anything that Biden would do to continue Trump's policies is mind-blowing, in my opinion, especially with the current crisis on the border. I mean, I think we can all agree we need immigration reform. We want legal immigrants. We love immigrants in this country. They come in and add value. We just want to know who's coming in our country, and we want to make sure they come in legally. That's all. And we want to make sure, if COVID's such a big deal, we want to make sure that they're getting COVID tested, they're being quarantined. They're not, by all accounts. I've read a lot of sources that say that that's a problem. So, yeah, we want to get immigration reform. I don't know. Our politicians that we vote for, they can't get together, and they can't get it right. It's been like this for years and years. It's not just this administration. So this has been an ongoing battle. You can think about the employers. They provide a magnet for people to come here by any means necessary. Their home countries, they're struggling, obviously. We have compassion for this, but we just can't take in every single human being in the world. I mean, we already take in 50% of the immigrants in the world. We take in 50% of the immigrants already. Think about that. America's a great place to live. We just want to have a nice big door and a wall or some kind of border security, and that big door people can come through legally. Is that too much to ask? I don't know. Maybe that's just too much common sense. Virginia, the state of Virginia gas. Yesterday, $6.99 a gallon. This is probably from the direct impact of its situation in New Jersey with the hack. So that was pretty amazing. $7 gas. I thought you could only find that in Europe. That's scary stuff. I mean, could this be a conspiracy where the hackers decided that they were going to do this and to try to steer people more towards electric vehicles, more clean energy stuff? I mean, who knows? Now Elon's up. He says he needs a carbon tax, bashing Bitcoin because of the carbon footprint. I mean, we never know what's going on. The stuff we know about that we have knowledge of is scary enough. Imagine the stuff that we don't know about. Airbnb, they had earnings. And they're down. Actually, they've been down. Let's look at the 1 month. It didn't make sense to me. Yeah, here we go. Airbnb had a higher market cap than Sheraton, Marriott, and Hyatt combined. I found that mind-boggling. It's coming back down to reality now. Down 23% in the 1 month. I know it IPO'd pretty recently. Yeah, it was up around 200. So now it's down around 135, 138. So yeah, that could be an interesting stock if there's ever kind of a situation where the housing market has some issues, and you have these wannabe investors that have leveraged themselves to buy second and third homes, to Airbnb it because their neighbor's doing it and they think it's the cool thing to do. Well, those homes will be the first ones to go if there's any kind of housing pressure. And if those houses go, Airbnb is going to suffer tremendously. So just keep that in mind. And with that, I am going to leave you all. I want to say thank you to everyone that provided the super chats, that provided the chat, the questions, just supporting us all together. Thank you very much. Again, if you missed it, Monday looks like the day for Justin, the Naked Army CEO. Thank you, everyone. We will see you tomorrow.
Hey, it's Todd Ault. It's Risk On. Whatever. What's up, Jason?
Back in the studio.
Look at us. We're
It's
together
about
again,
time,
man.
This is good.
Hey, it's the 14th of May. For those of you listening on the radio, welcome to KEIB 1150 Los Angeles and Orange County. And thank you to iHeartRadio listeners on the Patriot Network. If you got the app, we're heard all around the world at 1 o'clock every Sunday. We appreciate you listening. For those of you troops that listen overseas, we get those texts. We're grateful. Thank you for serving their country, our country. Hey, if you've been vaccinated, you don't have to wear a mask inside, and you don't have to wear a mask outside.
Yeah, except if you're...
Except you... Wait, hold on.
No, hold on.
That means you don't have to wear a mask.
Right.
Of course, unless you're in mass...
Wait, unless you're in New York. Look at this guy.
Mass transportation, right?
Yeah, he says he's not going to follow those.
The guidelines are you don't have to wear it inside or outside.
Okay.
So you don't have to wear a mask.
Right.
But they won't say that.
No, of course not.
But you have to wear a mask if you're indoors, if it's part of a public transportation, or if you're at a hospital, or I don't know where else, whatever.
They don't know what they're talking about. They change their mind every day. You like Sparky today? Look at Clean Spark.
Clean Spark was a ripper.
It's up. It's actually still ripping. $15.68. Let's take a look at it. So I made my case for Clean Spark the other day when Todd was in Arizona.
We bought it. We bought like 30,000 shares. Full disclosure, it rallied for us today. We bought it. We sold some a little bit higher. We own it. This thing's been a winner for us. Clean Spark CLSK has been a winner.
They raised a ton of money, $200 million plus. They're upgrading their equipment, and they obviously have low cost of mining. And they claim 95% carbon neutral. That's what they say. Their goal is 100% carbon neutral. Wouldn't that be cool if, I'm just purely speculating, what if Elon set all this up and he decided to buy Clean Spark to have 100% carbon neutral?
Oh, God,
mine?
that's
Hey,
total.
pure speculation.
Total speculation.
Of course
on
it
your
is,
part.
but
Give
wouldn't
me a
that be
break.
incredible? Just something to think about. It was.
Guys, we're not saying that's going to happen.
I
This
think I
is a
said
show
speculation four
for
times.
entertainment purposes. We are not. We have no knowledge of whether that's going to happen or not.
Pure
Jeez
speculation.
Louise.
Pure speculation. How many times can I say it?
Let's go over some stocks we're long. Canon, CAN, SOS, we're long that. NVOS, CLBS, AEZS, NAK, KIQ. We bought some Workhorse at $8.28. CLSK, we have traded that. We are long Clean Spark. Naked Brands, NAKD. FRD, we are short Tesla. Ooh.
Woohoo. I believe that.
I'm not a believer it's over, but I am a believer that I have got the questions to the Naked Brand CEO.
Yes.
And we are going to be interview him shortly. We're pretty excited about that. We are going to interview the Naked Brand CEO sometime Monday, Australian time. We don't know the exact time.
It'll be like six. Well,
it's
it's
a
going to
very
be early.
weird interview because
Yeah.
we sent him the questions ahead of time. I'm not used to doing that.
Yeah.
But out of respect for his request, I think because he has been inundated with requests to be interviewed, we are going to do that interview. We are going to have a Risk On conference
Yes.
coming up this summer.
For sure.
I'm excited about that.
We got to get some poker playing.
Yeah, this is going to be a fun time.
Maybe some baseball betting. I'll show these guys what's up.
Wow, yeah, how you do it?
Yeah, of course.
I don't think sometimes you can't teach people how to do that kind of thing.
You can't teach them, but you can let them live vicariously through you. You know, put some plays in for them. Let them get a sweat. You know, it's always
What
fun.
did you think this week? We started off with some big losses.
We were getting slaughtered.
Oh, my God.
I mean, the problem was all the crypto tickers got blasted because of Elon.
To sky heaven.
Elon just went nuts. And then he starts talking about Doge and how to improve Doge. And I mean, I see this guy. He's easily influencing markets, and he does it all the time.
So this is the spot I was talking about yesterday, who I thought he was a little bit of a coward, like acting as if he didn't know that Bitcoin mining took energy.
He knows all of this.
Some Tesla investors, along with environmentalists, have been increasingly critical about the way Bitcoin is mined using vast amounts of electricity generated by fossil fuels. Musk said Wednesday he backed their concerns, especially the use of coal, which is the worst emission of any fuel.
He's misled there. We have a lot of clean coal also. Elon, what about lithium mining, buddy? That's pretty dirty.
I don't know where to go with this.
I can't. It's just hypocrisy. Go ahead. Your rant was great.
It may be the. Listen, I've already said a bunch of times I'm a big fan of Elon. I mean, really, what he's doing, right? It's amazing.
No, for sure.
But how much? Okay, so but how much hypocrisy is there here?
Yeah, it's.
I mean, do all the parts that he creates? Let me ask this: does Elon Musk's Teslas have any plastic in them?
Yeah, of course. I use petroleum.
Right.
Of course, petroleum.
Now, I drove over to the Tesla charging superstations.
Right.
They seem to be plugged into the electric grid.
Absolutely, they are. And look, what about SpaceX?
This is like, so to me.
Look, I mean, look.
I know, but this is the part. I want you to pull up his tweets from today.
Okay, let me look.
What does he say about Dogecoin today?
Oh, he was pumping. He was.
We're going to try to optimize it.
Yes, absolutely.
If I don't see, if this, can we pull that up on the screen?
Here you go. 21 hours ago.
Okay.
Elon Musk tweets,
I woke up to this nonsense.
Working with Doge devs to improve system transaction efficiency.
So let me get this straight. I don't like what Bitcoin does. So now I'm going to work with Doge. Did Elon buy any Doge down there when it was down to a penny, 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 5 pennies? This is working your book. This reeks, dude. This reeks to high heaven, his behavior.
If I had to guess, I would listen. This is a bold statement. If I had to guess, I would say Elon Musk would have to file a 13D on Dogecoin.
Yeah. The motivation here is very strange. This is so Elon suddenly got enlightened. One of the Thomas Edison of our days, one of the smartest guys in the whole world, who sends rockets to space, who beats NASA, doesn't know that Bitcoin. I mean, are all of you out there wondering how insane this is? This is hypocrisy that I've ever. Let me get long Bitcoin at 32,000.
Mm-hmm.
Let me announce that I bought it and put it on my balance sheet.
Yep.
Let me announce that my company's going to accept the payment.
Oh wait, don't forget that he profited on Bitcoin too.
Let me sell some Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Let me come out and say I'm going to keep the Bitcoin I have, but oh, by the way, I'm not going to take Bitcoin anymore, but I'm going to help Dogecoin.
Oh,
I mean, what?
Yeah.
I don't even know what he's doing. We are long 525,000 shares of this underperformer recently.
We sold about 300,000 shares.
We did.
Disclosure.
We're still long this stock.
Okay. Nothing's really changed.
Nothing's changed here. They bought gunbroker.com. I'm going to limit my comments here because I have an especially growing interest in the gun and ammo business.
That's one way to put it.
Would you think that I have a growing interest in guns and ammo?
It's a fair assessment.
I think it's fair.
Yeah.
So we own 525,000 shares of POWW.
Yes.
And I envision us keeping that for a while.
I would, yes, I agree with that.
I don't think we're going backwards there. Donald Trump, he did some attacks and killed some leaders, obviously, during his time. No wars.
Right.
Trump goes out of office.
4 months in? Wait.
4 months.
Yeah.
The borders are porous now.
Yep.
Out of control. And all of a sudden, there's fighting in Israel.
Big time.
And maybe Biden doesn't know how to respond.
And you also have the saber rattling in China.
Sure.
With Taiwan.
For sure.
And Hong Kong. In the South China Sea.
This is not my words. This is Larry Kudlow's words. The most disgusting thing I heard today was from the White House socialist member.
AOC.
From the House member, socialist member, AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. She attacked President Biden for saying Israel has the right to defend itself.
Mm-hmm.
What? by the way, Israel has the right to defend itself, is rather squeamish what's up statement to begin with compared with what President Trump said. But AOC can't help herself, and she can't live with any decent things to say Israel. It's pathetic. Now, by the way, these are Larry Kudlow's words.
Yeah.
Israel is a democracy. Israel is the best ally in the region and perhaps the best in the world for the United States. And AOC's pals and Palestinians are dictatorships. Not one whip of democracy who want to destroy the state of Israel by pushing him to the sea. All I must say is, with respect, I guess AOC is a woman with no horse sense at all.
I mean,
Ouch.
she was probably a solid bartender. I mean, I'll give her that.
Well, this is disturbing.
I just can't even believe the foreign policy. If you got some of the former Obama people in there, I mean, they embolden Iran. It's known around the world that Iran is one of the top funders of terrorism. It's a fact.
Sure.
So you have an emboldened Iran. You also have unrest now, Gaza and Israel. You have China. They're emboldened. I mean, you have Hunter Biden that never divested from his Chinese investments. That's a fact. You can look it up.
Hey, coming up next week, got a busy week here, a busy week with guests. I have a full week of guests. We'll have Marshall Wilkerson on the show on Wednesday. He'll be a special guest with me and Jason sitting right here in the middle. There'll be Marshall Wilkerson. Shout out to Marshall. Those of you have a safe weekend.
Yeah.
It was a pretty volatile week. The market was still down this week, but we ended on a good note on Friday. Skyla, hope you have a good weekend. Nick, Brett, Josh, everybody, thank you so much. Jason, what are you doing for the weekend?
Marshall, you have to see this guy. He's incredible for the weekend. I'm probably going to play some poker, maybe some blackjack, bet some baseball.
Andrea's coming back.
Maybe have a nice dinner.
Andrea's in the house. Safe travels to Andrea,
Yeah.
Jason's wife. She's coming back from North Carolina.
So, yeah, we're going to get...
And let's be clear, Andrea. On Sunday, I will be expecting you to show up at my house with that barbecue. Andrea. Hey, those of you on the radio, 1150 Los Angeles and Orange County, KEIB, we appreciate you. It is Sunday for you. It's Friday for us. We're going to see you Monday. It was a good week.
It was great.
Got a lot done. Thanks to everybody, the Naked Army. We'll have the CEO on quickly. We got your questions. Josh, special thanks to you for getting those questions together. Willie, all our guests next week. It's going to be a busy week. It's busy here in Vegas. We'll see you next week.